Good morning, everybody. Mike here. I am with a 2020 Lexus GSF. Shout out to my fam at Lexus Western area. I was in town for some business, a little bit of fun, and they gave me some choices. And even with $5, $6, $7 a gallon gas in Cali, I don't give a shit. We're gonna drive this V8 until they tell me we can't drive it no more. So I'm at I think Balboa Beach now, a little south of Newport. Beautiful out here, and I thought it would be great to wake up in the morning, observe the sunset in beautiful California, and do a quick video of the GSF. Obviously, you've seen many videos on the GSF. This is a rare bird. Again, it's a 2020, so that means those calipers you see right there are now blue. They were either orange or black in the past, and then you got the black BBS wheels as well. And I do believe for 2019 they changed this to black instead of that gray that I never really understood. So at least it matches a whole lot better. And then you get what's I think Frankie, shout out to him down in South Florida, he calls it the Orca. His is black, he has a caviar, but this interior, the black and white guts mixed with the usual GSF black dash, carbon fiber. I just love it. And if some of you have been following me for years, I think over a decade ago, I asked Lexus, online, I was just like, man, I would love to see more interior color choices. So this is a super rare bird because not many were fitted with this interior, and I believe it was only available in 2020. And I think it just really brightens it up. For somebody that doesn't want red, they don't want all black. To me, the little accents, especially right here, the little piping is just perfect. Adds a really nice look to the GSF. This is obviously ultrasonic blue 2.0, very famous color for those of us in the Lexus world. Updated the taillights, carbon spoiler, and for those that have never really paid attention, obviously the trademark F side vent right there. You do get carbon fiber right here as well on the bottom. So you kind of start on your carbon fiber journey from the factory, and maybe you want to continue. I'm a big fan of Tom's Racing, Novell, quite a few Japanese brands I tend to put my stuff on. Here's the trunk, the buttons on this side, pop that, and it's still the huge trunk, hidden door hinges, the trunk hinges. Tons of room here. I was obviously with RSR, so I forgot actually to put my hat. I do not want to leave this in the car. I got Frederick to sign the top and the bottom. But tons of room. And there's the trunk pass through. It doesn't drop down. I wish it did. I think that just adds a level of usability. And again, loving the black dash with the white, the carbon fiber trim. These seats are very, very normal for us. And so I did not move my seat, as you can see, right? This is where I'm sitting. I'm fine. I just had to move my seat to the side. I'm so tired of people saying, oh, these cars, every car needs to be like a damn near a S-Class with room. It's fine. Your kid will be fine. Nobody's going to die. Stop acting like you need an SUV and something that seats 20 people every time you got to leave the house. Anyway, look at that beautiful dash. Now, if you remember, when this debuted, this is a 10 years old, right? I mean, my wife and I, we picked up GSF Sport back in fall 2012. It was a 2013 model, and this dash was like so cool back then. And look how well it's aged. This does not look 10 years old, right? I mean, obviously, this day and age, they're putting iPad screens on especially if you're in a German car. So I'm assuming the screen will pull forward, kind of like the updated IS, the LS. Outside of that, it looks pretty fresh, right? And one thing that I do love, see the S-Gain. Oh, wow. I missed that before. Look at that. Carbon fiber, little nice trim in the back. Piano black accents right there. Notice how curved the dash is. I think that's really cool. It's curved. It actually makes it seem airier and roomier. I'll never again understand people. This car is 189 inches long before the GSF. The longer front end makes it, I think, 192 or so inches long. So a little longer than the non-GSF. And cars have continued to get so big and heavy This car is under 4,000 pounds. You still get that big V8, over 470 horsepower, so 398 pounds of torque. And it just drives fabulous. This is on its own platform, so it just drives out the box. Fantastic Michelin polished Sport 4S tires. But people want it bigger for whatever reason. Obviously, they wanted more power, even though they can barely drive at 470 horsepower. But I get it. In this performance realm, it makes sense, right? People want 500, 550. I get that. Would this have made more sense as a GS 500, kind of like what the IS 500 did? You lose the Brembos, it would have been cheaper. You don't get the front end, a couple of the bits, I don't know. We can speculate that. What I do know is the values have held pretty decent. Definitely strong with some of the certain color combos. And this is a vehicle, not just the GSF, but the GSF Sport, the GS Luxury, etc., that people just want. They don't want a smaller IS, they don't want a larger LS, and this was like the Goldilocks car for many of us. So it's sad that it's gone, to be completely honest. A lot of us still hurting over that, because a lot of us don't want a huge car or a small car. This was again the Goldilocks car. Fantastic used buy. There's not really too many issues with it. For those wondering, if there is, go online, you can find it yourself. Obviously, tried and true platform. Look, I always tell people this car originally new was 80 to 90 grand. So expect 80 to 90 grand repairs when you buy them for 40, 50 grand with higher miles. That's just the way it is. So make sure that you're prepared for that. It is a proper luxury car or luxury car maintenance. Make sure you have a good relationship with your dealer and an independent mechanic as well, if you don't want to go that route. One of my favorite driving Lexuses of all time. I'll be completely frank. I think I've said that many times when people ask me. The way that the chassis is held, the steering, the factory, this has a standard TBD, torque vectoring differential. It's just light on its feet. It does not feel 3,900 pounds or so. It feels a little lighter than that. And I really love driving this car. It's absolutely fantastic. And I think over time, again, this design is now 10 years old. It's held up pretty well. All right, I'm going to shut this down. I've been rambling for 7 minutes. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed my 2 cents on the GSF, one of my favorite Lexuses of all time. And if you got one, keep up the good work. I love what many of y'all are doing with this car, and keeping it alive for many of us, because it is a favorite among Lexus diehards.